All right, everybody, welcome to SR Broadcasting. We're here tonight with PASKY Low Budget TV Grand Nationals. Almost got the slam cakes out there. Low Budget TV Grand Nationals here for the first round of 8. So this should be pretty interesting. I'm joined tonight with Wingnut. What's up, brother?
G'day, mate. How you doing?
Oh, you caught me getting a drink. Not too bad. Hot, but I don't have the top 8 to bring you, but it looks like most of them already are in the
all of them here.
Yeah, top qualified. Everybody with the CC next to their name are the 8 that have made it this far. And oh, hold on, I got the dude. I don't know what's up with this thing. I click one thing and something else comes up. There we go. Low budget TV. But anyhow, I got it late, so I didn't have a chance to put it onto the overlays. So we'll just have to keep an eye on whoever's got the CCs out there. But right now, guys are finishing up qualify. I think David Bigger's the last guy out there right now. And he's just kind of
not doing a lap anymore.
Yeah, moseying on down. So it looks like Paskowich with the top speed here tonight, which is really cool to see.
Absolutely. Good to see the Jenkinses as well, second and fourth. Only one's a chase car, and again, he's behind his brother, who's not the chase car.
I know, it's going to be something. Give a shout out to Judy. What's up, Judy? Hope you're doing good tonight.
Good to see you as always.
So we got 200 laps here tonight, man, 300 miles. Not that many drivers out here, to be honest with you. So if it gets spread out, it's not going to be very interesting, but we'll do the best we can to try and keep it interesting for you. You got Charlie Woods in the 61, just kind of sitting there on pit road, maybe waiting for some more time to kick down and get out there.
Well, he's already got a lap time, so maybe he's done 2 of them. Let's have a look.
Nice looking car, though. Look at that.
Lap. For me, I think trading paint is once again bugged out, because for me, there is no paint on that car.
I'm seeing an orange Camaro with a white stripe with a Cam 2, number 61 on it.
Oh, never mind, yeah.
Is that what you got?
Never mind. Yeah, I didn't.
Now, I don't know if that's right or not, though, man, but that's what I'm seeing anyhow.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. I was looking at the back and it looked really empty, but look at the side, it's perfect.
Yeah. So right now for qualify, they got a track temp of 69 and an air temp of 69 with partly clouded skies. So it should be pretty
and
good.
It's also nighttime as well, so it's going to get colder as well. So the temperature won't really rise much, even with all these cars on track. It won't make much of a difference.
Oh, we got Michael Atkins Jr. out there. Hold up. Oh, he's got a different paint tonight.
I feel like everyone has. Even David Bigger's paint job is not what I remember.
Yeah, he's running an Asus number 48.
I have those in my computer. Yay!
Yeah, I got the Asus motherboard. I forget which version, but yeah.
Who remembers? Like, those who remember, I don't know how they do. Because me, it's like, oh, numbers and letters. Cool, no worries.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys. You ask them what they got, they can spit it right out to you, dude. I'm just like, yeah,
like machine gun, man.
I got this.
Oh, please. Oh, he touched the wall. There goes his lap. I was like, I got a Frankenstein, mate. That's all it is. It shouldn't walk, but it does.
For real?
Oh, yeah. My thing is a broken monstrosity.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I got a Coke that's probably going to be warm. But I'm sorry. No, I got a Pepsi tonight. Going to be warm.
Oh, man. The difference. The massive difference.
Yeah. Be warm by the time I get done here tonight. I'm already hot, and we haven't even begun, so I'm sure it's going to get really hot. But it should be pretty interesting. What?
We had a dust storm.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's the first time I've ever had one. Dust storm came down from up north. Up north's pretty dusty, but when it came down here, man, it was bad. You couldn't see the car ahead of you.
It was wicked, yeah?
Oh, yeah, it got warm, too.
You didn't record none of it?
Of course not. I was too busy hiding in my room sleeping.
Oh, dude, you got to get that on video and send that over.
Yeah, I wasn't out at the time, man, but like everyone else got pictures, everything. So you couldn't see much at all. In fact, some of the highways were.
See if 48 here can do anything to crack into the top 10 here.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely gets the pole.
Wow.
And only 1/1000th slower than his practice time, so damn.
And I don't think we're going to have enough time to run the anthem. So I guess as much as I hate to do it, we're going to have to skip the anthem tonight.
I think we could probably squeeze it in. We've still got some time.
All right, let's go. We'll be right back.
We are in the land of the free because of the brave. And so we ask by your grace that you would bring them home soon and safe. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
We were able to get it all in, so that's pretty good. We're just waiting for guys to start gridding up here so we can bring it to you. Looks like guys are starting to get on the track now, so let's pull up Michael Atkins Jr. with the qualifying run here. So Michael Atkins Jr. in the number 48, he is going to take the pole here, so congratulations to him. One of your first playoff drivers is going to be Kevin Paskowitz. He is starting second. Third is going to be Rob Jenkins. Jeff Hollingsworth, another playoff driver with the CC behind his name. He's going to be rolling off fourth. Fifth is going to be Mark Jenkins, and he's a playoff driver. Sixth is David Bigger, another playoff driver. Seventh, Charlie Woods, a playoff driver. Mike Whitaker, eighth, he's a playoff driver. Ron Hollyfield, ninth, playoff driver. Robert Dudley, 10th, playoff driver. Then we go to Stephen Parks in 11th. Bob Lacavera in 12th, and Mr. Hoot Baker in 13th. Small field out here tonight, so we shouldn't expect to see too many cautions. The only bad thing will be is we'll see guys spread out. And
what we're seeing so far on this track, it's going to get tight on exit a lot.
Yeah.
We've seen a few guys go into that outside wall pretty easily. Also going to give a shout out to Stephen Parks. Good luck, mate. All of us at SL Broadcasting, hope you don't ruin it.
Look at Paskowicz's car out there, man. He's got a nice paint job on there. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's the lights or something, but everything looks really metallic-y on my end. Looks really good.
Yeah, nice and shiny in mine as well. It's amazing what lights can do to a look.
All right.
Anyway, see how these people go on the start. There's the green.
And somebody dropped down low real quick.
Looks like that is the number 1 of Ron Hollowfield. I think he wants to slot to the back.
Yeah, maybe. Not a bad start.
Yep, looks like Atkins will get away from Paskowicz. He's now got looks like Rob Jenkins on his inside that Nesquik car. Oh man, food.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah. Now we got Mark Jenkins on the inside of Jeff Hollingsworth.
Look at that outside line.
David Bigger's going to do a paint job. No, I liked his old one, but here he is on the outside of Mark Jenkins.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's.
Everyone.
Everybody's got a different paint scheme for tonight. That's pretty cool. I think Hollingsworth's in the same one.
Yep, he always is.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Rob Jenkins and Paskowicz. Oh, slight tap. Rob held onto it. Kind of slip a bit in front of Paskowicz there. Now Hollingsworth's now on the inside of Paskowicz.
That's for third.
Look at the running he's getting. He's almost about to make a move on Jenkins there, to be honest.
Whoa, 42, and Kevin Paskowicz almost made contact again. Kevin, I don't know, he's getting off to a rough start here, man. It seemed like he got a target on that car somewhere.
Someone drew a bullseye in the undercarriage and no one knows where it is.
And look, go back here to Robert Dudley in the 61 of Charlie Woods, two
And Stephen
chasers.
Parks.
Yeah, look at Stephen Parks got a nice car out there. Him in 707 look like they.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I even told me like he's got this really funky paint job.
Oh,
At first,
I see
thought my brain
smoke.
was- Oh,
I saw smoke.
I think someone might have maybe had a bit of a lockup or something like that on the low end. Let me have a look. See.
Wow, look at the 89 Rob Jenkins, man, getting a great run here to Jeff Hollingsworth.
That smoke was just someone having a decent issue. That's all good. Yeah, I was talking to Parks earlier. He was talking about his paint compared to Whitaker's, and he's like, "Yeah, it's like Whitaker's, just darker." And I can see that.
It looks nice.
Yeah, I like it.
So far, Michael Atkins Jr. able to stay out in front. Hollingsworth sitting here in second. Rob Jenkins moves up to third. Paskowitz drops back to fourth, and then Bigger in fifth. Looks like, I think we're pretty single file, pretty much back.
All the way.
And Hoot
Everyone's finding a
Baker.
spot. See how they go. Look at Baker's paint job. Hoot tacos.
Yeah, he's got something different on there. He used-
Tacos by Hoot made fresh wheat. I'm hungry for tacos now. Damn
Are
it.
you really?
Yeah, that's making me hungry, man.
Nice.
That's not fair. Look how close he is to Volcavara. It's good to see these two guys fight it out because they're always racing together.
Yeah.
And yeah, there he goes. I see someone up ahead, side by side. Yeah.
Mike
Charlie Woods
Whitaker.
inside of Rob Jenkins. It's like Charlie Woods inside Rob Jenkins. Look,
Where's
Jenkins might have
Charlie
lost it.
Woods?
He said, "Oh wow, he was third."
Wow,
back to
yeah.
eighth. What happened? Let me have a look.
He might have had a moment because he dropped back quite back.
Yep, he went a little hot on turn one, went to the outside wall, and just what it's like. You get glued to it.
Well, we see him. He likes that wall, man.
Yes, he does.
He does like that
Normally he
wall.
gets away with it a little better than that, but at least his car's in one piece still. I will say, Atkins had really blistering pace in practice. Hollingsworth was only a slight bit slower, but we all know what Hollingsworth is like on these long runs. He's not going to let go.
Hollingsworth was like a thousandth of a second faster that time.
I know, it's going to be close.
They're almost
He seems slowly
identical.
getting closer and closer. And he's got the draft on his side too, so he's matching his pace just with a little bit of draft.
David Bigger and Mark Jenkins are pretty close together here.
Mm-hmm. Keep an eye on Robert Dudley and Charlie Woods as well. Dudley is doing a very different line. It seems like it's either working or not. I'm not sure which yet. But at the moment, he's right behind Charlie Woods. Rob Jenkins is trying to make an overlap, Mark Jenkins, sorry, with David Bigger and could not manage it.
Oh,
Some sparks or something.
yeah, 89 again into the wall. Tell
Just
you,
pushes it a little too hard sometimes, I feel.
yeah, he's got some
just-
right front damage on there. Not much though.
Yeah, but as we all know, with tight cars and trucks, when you hit that right front, it gets tighter and tighter every time. It doesn't make the situation any better. So David Bigger looks like he appears to be catching Paskowitz somewhat. Yeah, last lap was about a tenth and a half faster. Paskowitz got real close to the outside wall, then exited one. Here comes Bigger. Right to his rear bumper. Backs off instead of going on him. Oh, but you're getting real close. He's going to try and make a move.
And you see him like launch.
Yep, doesn't get the run there. He's got to be careful because here comes Mark Jenkins behind him. Three chase drivers fighting it out.
Stephen Parks on the inside now of the 89. Yeah, Steve Parks taking a look. Oh,
Ooh, you get to lift hard there.
yeah. And
He's
look
not
at
going
these
to hit
three.
him, but fortunately, here comes Dudley. Dudley's going to take a position back.
And look at the 57 of David Bigger going down low under the 7. And look at
Ooh,
that.
man,
They
look how tight it
slide.
gets. It's just these trucks are ridiculously tight here at the moment.
Trucks.
They've just got no turn. Trucks, cars.
I was going to say, what race you watching,
I'll
dude?
say, I never get what you guys think. You guys call those trucks. To us, they're just utes. It's just a version of a car.
Look at
I don't
Stephen,
know why they're good trucks.
Stephen Parks all the way up against the wall just about. But you see
Look at that run.
that inside line, man. These guys slide all the way up the track.
And as Parks was saying before, he loves this track. It's apparently his home track. And he loves being able to run so close to the wall. So expect to see him on the highlight the entire night. And he's never let go of that ever.
Meanwhile, back up front, Atkins Jr. is starting to get away here.
Yeah, I think he got just outside of the draft range and immediately pulled some distance. And look at Hollingsworth just tapped the wall there.
Yeah, Hollingsworth likes that wall a little bit too.
Yeah, I will say it's been surprising from him because he's always ridiculously smooth when it comes to this stuff. No mistakes made. And we see a slight technical one.
And look at Rob Jenkins once again on the inside of the 57 of David Bigger. He makes that pass. We'll see if Bigger's going to fight back here. Go inside with Bigger real quick. Curious, let me see what's the temperature right now. 70 degrees on the track, not too bad. Pretty cool. Let's back up here. Stephen Parks. Looks like Stephen Parks got some right front damage. I'm looking through the windshield. It looks like it's a little bit raised. Charlie Woods. Mike Whitaker. Luke Baker. Let's go back up to Hollingsworth and look at the leader way out in front. I think some of these cars are starting to tighten up here. And we lost Wingnut for a little bit. '89 Rob Jenkins side by side and makes the pass on the 33 of Mark Jenkins. Mark in the 33 is in the playoffs. Rob is not in the 89. And they're closing in on Kevin Paskowitz. Take a look back from Paskowitz. Two different lines being run back there. And I think that's Ron Holyfield fighting out with Stephen Parks right now. Liking a lot of these new paint jobs. They're looking pretty decent out there. See Steven at number 8 really sticking it up high. Ron Holyfield trying to use the middle to low lane to try to get something done. But I don't know if you've seen a couple laps back, a lot of the guys running that low line, they need that whole track to slide up to complete the pass. We'll watch again here. See right here, they really start sliding up. Probably your closest battle right now, I was just going to say, was the 89. Rob Jenkins trying to do something with Paskowitz, but he's going to lose a little bit of pace and fall back into the 33. Oh, 33 up into the wall. David Biggers and 49 Robert Dudley do a good job keeping off him. And those are, you got 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Right now, all chase drivers fighting for a spot. Look at that, 3 different lines. Robert Dudley with a good, strong run. Can he keep off? It's got a message from Wingnut. Let me go take a quick look. Yeah, he's having some connection issues. We lost him for a little bit. He'll be back. Meanwhile, Robert Dudley is looking low.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all right. I saw all of a sudden you were gone. I was like, oh, I wonder if that dust storm came back.
Blue screen of death.
Meanwhile, we got Robert Dudley side by side, and then you got with the 33. Then you got Kevin Paskowitz side by side with Rob Jenkins right in front. Paskowitz manages to take that spot. Looks like Dudley's trying to take the spot from Mark Jenkins. Yeah, he's going to take that spot for a moment. But we still got a bunch of these chase or playoff drivers, whatever you want to call them, pretty close to each other.
Yeah, the people's difference in styles of driving and just the tactics as well. Some guys go in hard and early on. Some of them just relax for a bit, you know.
And
Definitely a showing of the last one.
And wow, look at Robert Dudley. He's slowly closing in now in the 89 of Rob Jenkins. But if you watch the guys when they try to make the pass on the inside line, you'll see they need that whole track on exit to slide up. And if there's a car on the outside of them, they have to get out of it. And it seems like when they get out of it, they lose a ton of pace.
Yeah, there's only one way you're going to be able to do those pass kicks, and that's just going to be to stay as high as you can and give the guy above you no room whatsoever. Because you need all of it for yourself.
You don't want to be that guy on the outside, though, man.
Yeah, I know. I will admit, when it comes to pack driving, I am not good with that. I will sort of panic and just go into the wall.
Robert Dudley's pulling back underneath the 89.
89 looks like being slowed down somewhat by Paskowitz.
Seen Paskowitz getting really close to the wall. Not really sure if he's made any contact with the wall yet. Yeah, it looks like might be a little bit of right front damage on that car.
Yeah, well, every millimeter closer to the wall you get is another 100th of a second to gain.
Yeah, it looks like he might have just a little. It's hard to tell if that's that or the paint job. But look at these three, man.
Watch Mark Jenkins behind. He's just watching all this ahead of him, too.
Jump in with Mark. I gotta find this overlay in my computer so I can add the number for Whitaker. I have them for the Monday night. I just don't have them for the Friday night.
That's been a constant source of fun for you, hasn't it?
Dude, ever since I moved, I lost so much stuff in this PC, man. Don't even ask me how.
Yeah, well, here goes Dudley again below Rob Jenkins.
Yeah, these three they've been fighting it out. Look how much he has to back off to keep from sliding up into the 89.
Yeah, it's just currently not working for him. That being said, he's not losing anything from doing this, except maybe cooking his tires a bit more than everybody else.
Definitely gets a great run in.
Yeah, the same as every other track. You gain it in, you lose it out. He's still right behind him though.
And meanwhile, Michael Atkins Jr. is gone.
Rob's gone for it.
Yep.
Full dive. And he's going to make it. He's going to fully clear Paskowitz. Paskowitz going to try the crossover now, going to the next corner. But no,
oh.
Jenkins into the wall.
Man, that hurt.
He had to try it, and it worked. And then it didn't.
It's called Angry Tires, taking all the goodie off of the Goodyear, man.
It worked for a moment there, and then all of a sudden, it just really didn't.
They're still going at it, though. Robert Dudley's not giving up.
Yeah, looks like Rob Jenkins might fall in the clutches of his brother in the chase, Mark Jenkins. You know, ahead, Dudley's trying. He seems trying that low line. Paskowitz actually scraping the wall there a bit. Looks like he didn't hurt him at all, but still, you can tell he's looking for any bit of room he can find. Also, I'm actually surprised that Dudley's different line going down low. I would have thought he would just dropped off of Paskowitz like a stone.
Yeah.
But honestly, he's managing to hold on to him quite well and even making some progress.
Oh, look at on the inside.
Yeah,
almost. Wow.
He's actually making progress with it. I would have thought this was not going to work in a million years, but I mean, just look at it. He's actually gaining. And Paskowitz getting lower this time. Paskowitz not running his usual line. He went way lower.
He's trying to keep him down there.
That did not help him at all. It actually gave Dudley what he wants. He's going to get an amazing run. Paskowitz gave up his one strength there and gave it to Dudley.
Look at the leader.
Move Dudley up to third position.
So Robert Dudley and Jeff Hollingsworth, two playoff drivers right now, sitting second and third. Michael Atkins Jr., though, look at him, man. He is out by 2.8 seconds. So far, he's got 31 laps led, coming to 32 that time across the stripe. So he's definitely got a car worthy of a win here tonight if he can keep it together. Scary thing is...
Track, no cautions, but I'm guessing. So we're looking at green flag pit stops.
Yeah, that's, I was going to say that. That's, oh, contact between the 89 and the 7. 7 almost loses it.
Looks like Passwitch is already getting loose there. Oh, no, Passwitch is about to go into the outside wall. Dudley, Rob wasn't going to know that was going to happen. They're still side by side on the front stretch.
Tell you what, Pasquich did a good job keeping that thing alive because once they made contact, that car started to go.
Oh yeah, he went from going too tight, almost into the outside wall, to getting a bit loose and almost getting turned.
Almost more contact between them. Look at these two.
And it looks like Pasquich is going to win on that outside line. Look who's caught up. Mark Jenkins now right behind this fight. And if they keep this up, David Bigger will catch up as well. Alongside Ron Holyfield, actually trying to make a move on Bigger. Does look like he's going to get the pass there. But he's definitely in contention. This fight ain't done, and here comes Rob again. He's on the inside of Pasquich once again. He gets a really good bit of a lead there. And he's going to get turned.
Oh, no, Pasquich up into the wall.
That was a close one. And Rob's going to go into the outside wall again, and Pasquich is going to get right back past him. Wow. After all of that, it's going to go back to where it was. This fight continues.
It's almost like they're both saying, I ain't giving up, man. I'll kill my car first, you know?
If you won't take out my car, I will.
Oh, dude. And look at, they are all there now.
It looks like Rob will finally get past, but now Mark Jenkins is right behind Pasquich. And then David Bigger, he's just...
And Ron Holyfield, too. Look at that.
And Ron, yeah. Ron's might be trying to make a pass on Bigger. I don't think this is going to work because there's nowhere for him to really go. He's going to try it, though.
He's taking it way down low. Gonna slide up. Wow.
Could have been a close one there. Both managed to keep off each other.
Wow, look at the 33 of Mark Jenkins diving down underneath.
And look at Ron Holyfield as well. He's managing to hold on that low. They actually will get past over Bigger. He's going to cross over. Bigger's going to go back to his inside. Actually, I think they touched there, but it doesn't look like any damage.
Look at that, side by side, side by side.
Yep, 2 wide, 2 deep. It's only 13 cars on track, and yet there's still 2 wide and 2 deep.
I was afraid they were going to be strung out, nobody near anybody. These guys are putting on a fight right here.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Mark Jenkins will get the pass on Pasquich there. He's ahead of him. He's cleared him.
Holyfield got past Bigger.
But Pasquich might try the counterattack here. I don't know if it's going to work, but he's going to give it a try. No, Mark Jenkins leaves him in the dust.
No, so now here comes Holyfield.
It went so slow that Ron's just flown past him on the backstretch. And so is David Bigger.
Wow.
Pasquich just dropped from 5th position back to 8th. And that's how quickly your luck changes.
Yeah, I think them tires are hot, hot, hot.
Yeah. They ain't going to get any colder.
And that little bit of damage there is not helping. But he's...
Here's what Ron Holyfield is doing. He's going down that low line really often.
Is he? Let's jump inside with Ron.
Another note as well is that Robert Dudley, last lap time, 31.7. Rob Jenkins behind him at 31.3. He's apparently 4/10 past Dudley that lap. We'll see if he's better this lap. Dudley 31.9, Jenkins 31.6.
Wow.
So they will be catching Dudley rather quickly. Curious is because Dudley's running that low line, or perhaps he's cooked his tires. It could be a million things, and I want to know them all.
And look at David Bigger closing in on the 1 of Holyfield again.
You got past me, now I want it back.
Wow, almost. So close.
You can't fit a piece of paper between those guys.
Let's look back from Ron Holyfield. See, Holyfield like kind of slingshot off from down there, going low. See, Bigger's up high. There goes Bigger with a great run.
Look at the outside line, just powering through.
because I can leave the in-car up for a little bit. Take a look at the speeds that some of these guys are putting out here. 179, 80, 87. But Rob Jenkins right there with a 187 going down the stretch.
At the moment, Atkins Jr. is still the fastest car on track. He's a 10.5 faster than Hollingsworth.
Well, he's out there by himself. Look at him, man, just cruising.
One correction, Rob Jenkins is pretty close in pace, but he's currently fighting Robert Dudley for third position. Dudley's still taking his really low line, and Jenkins is taking his really high line. Oh, he's going to get him on the outside there. Dudley cut to stop from sliding up, and that's just going to leave Rob Jenkins flying past him on the backstretch.
Yeah, Rob Jenkins is going to move up in the third.
He's been moving up constantly, and here he goes again. Had a few hiccups at the start, but he's doing pretty well.
And what happened with Steve? Oh, Steve came in and pitted already.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he had some right side damage. I think he's got them all repaired because he was struggling with that thing. Now he's a lap down, but he's getting going.
Take a quick look at run through some of the guys out here. Bob Lacavera, he's 12th. He started 12th. Let's go to Mike Whitaker. Mike Whitaker started 8th. He's currently sitting 11th. Hoop Baker started 13th. Look at him up here in 10th. Charlie Woods started 7th. He dropped 2 spots to 9th. Kevin Paskowitz started 2nd. He's back in 8th. And we got Hollyfield, who started 9th. He's 7th. David Bigger started 6th. He is 6th. Mark Jenkins started 5th. He's 5th. Robert Dudley started 10th. He's up in 4th, so he definitely gained a bunch of spots. Rob Jenkins started 3rd, sitting 3rd. Hollingsworth started 4th. He's 2nd. And Michael Atkins Jr. started on the pole. So far, 45 laps led.
Yep. He's been holding off that position rather well right now.
And he has no pressure. He's 4.4 seconds ahead, so he can really... I think what he's going to try to do is get as much gap in between so that when he pits, he won't be... I don't think he'll be able to get out in front of these guys, but he won't be so far off that when they pit, he might end up lapping everybody.
Maybe.
Definitely the
best position in the house for sure.
Yeah, definitely got a great run. Let's take a lap with him and see what kind of line he's running.
You see up ahead of me, you can just see Mike Whitaker ahead in the 11th position. He's not going super high. You see, he's not riding that wall like some people have been doing, but he's running half a lane down. Really smooth. That's the main thing. He's been running those corners just perfectly smooth.
I'm just looking at his speed. He was just up to 192.
Yeah, he's got pace galore at the moment.
Watch this. 186 there, coming across the back. Watch when he goes across the front. Unless my eyes are bugging out, man. I could have sworn I saw 192.
Let's have a look. 85. 90. Yeah, 92, 93 even there.
Wow. All right, so let's go jump back to who's the next driver that's pretty close. Let's go with Hollingsworth. See what he gets across the front and back stretch.
Notice what him and Atkins now. All he's doing is slight bit slower than Atkins now.
We got 187 across the back. Let's see what he gets coming across the dog leg here up in the front.
See his difference to Atkins. Well, Atkins is running about half a lane higher than him. He's running essentially in the second lane there. 90, 91, 92, 93 as well. The speeds are pretty much equal there.
And they both have really clean cars right now. So let's go back to Rob Jenkins, sitting 3rd. Robert Dudley 4th. We got Bob Lacavera in the number 5, first car lap down.
Yeah, and here comes Atkins catching up to Mike Whitaker. Now he's going to get a bit of drive from him while he's here.
Yeah, he's really putting some miles in between him and Jeff Hollingsworth. Jeff's probably sitting in his car thinking like, dude, what?
Nah, no, Jeff's probably just thinking, you know what, I'll probably catch him in the long run, we're good.
Meanwhile, look at Atkins Jr., not a playoff driver. So for these other guys in the playoff, I mean, it'd be great to get the win. But even if they don't right now, Hollingsworth, Dudley, Jenkins, Bigger. Oh, Hollingsworth, you see him come out to a crazy entrance to the pits.
Yeah, I actually missed that.
He managed to get it woed down. I think he got it down in time, too.
Yeah, he got it loose for a while, but managed to get down to 40 before they get down over the line, so he's probably good. But man, that's an entrance. Let's see if Atkins responds at all, if he's just going to keep pulling laps. But 1/4 of the way through the race.
I don't think Atkins has any plans on coming in yet.
Not this lap, at least.
See if any other drivers decide to come back. I think Holyfield. Oh, Holyfield sideways in the pits. Hold up. Let's go back while we're green and find out what happened to him.
Oh, lose an entry.
Let's see. We're
Almost
watching.
got it.
Oh yeah, look at that. The back end just snapped out on him.
Yeah, he was braking, going over from the road to the apron. That was never pleasant.
Yeah, he might have too much rear brake in that thing.
And that's the painful part of going to the pit lane as well.
Here comes,
that speed is like.
here comes Bigger and Dudley.
That's the problem with entering a pit lane at that speed. You have to slow down. You have to, because you can't settle the car by letting go of the brake. So you have to you're just forced into continuing to slide and hope you save it. And Holyfield didn't do too bad.
No, he didn't do really bad at all.
Could have been a lot worse in that situation. So he managed to hold on pretty well.
Let's watch and see any other drivers come down. Atkins Jr. staying out so far. He's got 56 laps on those tires. Mark Jenkins now moves up to second. He stays out. Looks
Baker
like
going
Hoot
to his
Baker.
pits.
Yeah, Hoot Baker coming in. Nice smooth
Comes
entry.
Atkins. Atkins is in, and he came in real smooth. He knows he's got time to make sure he gets it right.
Yeah, he's got plenty time. No pressure at all. So he's got to make this stop good.
No pressure, no mistakes. Just get it clean.
That's a nice looking car, man, too. Good paint job.
I like it. I will admit, I do kind of like that paint.
Oh, here he comes.
Mark Jenkins still going around. Yeah, clean.
Yeah,
See if
Jenkins.
Hollingsworth is gained anything.
Yeah, Jenkins still technically not scored for leading that lap. He's slowing down to come in, see if he can get by the line first.
Atkins just left his pits, so Jenkins has got the whole pit lane to roll.
Yeah, he should get at least scored for that lap.
It's going to be close, I think. No, never mind. He's going to be well clear, actually. Atkins didn't quite get the fastest of exits, as Hollingsworth will get past him. Hollingsworth actually got past him by quite a margin.
And so Mark Jenkins will be your leader.
Get the number in a moment of how much time there's between Atkins and Hollingsworth.
So far, Bob Lacavera and Mark Jenkins, the only drivers. No, Mark Jenkins is in. Never mind. Lacavera's
So that
in.
really fast entry for Hollingsworth, that really just perfectly done entry. He was 2.5 seconds faster than Atkins. He's actually gained two. Actually, no, never mind. Sorry, get it at the time before that. Sorry, 8 seconds faster.
Wow.
He was about 5-6 seconds back. He is now 2.5 seconds forward of Atkins. That being said, there's what, 2 or 3 lap worse tires, so this is gonna be interesting.
Look at Holyfield. Holyfield down low and Hollingsworth up high. Hollingsworth gets a lap led. He is a playoff driver. You got, let's take a quick look at the top 5. Hollingsworth, Michael Atkins Jr., Stephen Parks, Kevin Paskowitz, David Bigger. And look at Hollingsworth on the inside of Holyfield. Say that fast 10 times.
Please, no.
And I believe that is the 5 of Lacavera coming out.
He'll stay low and out of the way.
Kevin Paskowitz back up to 4th. David Bigger behind him in 5th. And then Stephen Park. up in third.
An early pit stop will have gained him quite a bit, but that being said, the last lap was a 31.4, whereas Paskwich 30.6.
Yeah,
Now
I
at
mean,
30.7.
and look at them crunched together right here.
They're 7/10 faster every lap. And Paskwich hit the outside wall rather heavily.
Really?
Just bounced off of that time.
Oop.
And against David Big on the inside of Paskwich. Paskwich like he's got pretty bad front right damage there, I think. But looks at that one. That was not clean.
Yeah, it looks like he's got some real heavy damage going on in that car. See if we can get the camera to look on it. Not as bad as it looked when he hit the wall, but he does have a little bit of damage on that car.
Now, I'm pretty sure that car was fresh and clean. I think he might have used his fast repair. That car was good. Now all of a sudden, yeah, he's in the wall again.
Yeah.
It's that same thing as Syndrome. When you touch that wall once and you get that damage, you're going to do it again and again.
And Paskowitz one of the 8, so he definitely needs a good finish. I believe it's this race and next race, and then it'll go down to 4. So you guys really got to do good.
Oh yeah, they're going to try and gain everything they can. It looks like Atkins is catching Hollingsworth by about 1/10 a lap. And, well, hold on, who's that? Yeah, Baker's getting his lap back, or trying to get his lap back from Stephen Parks at the moment. And David Bigger is actually doing a 30.5 last lap. Stephen Parks, 31.6.
Yeah, well, Steven's out 28 laps on those tires right now.
Yeah, he is now a full second slower. Bigger's going to fly past him like he's not even moving. Fortunately, like Stephen made the call, had to pit in early, get rid of that damage. His car's still pretty clean. I think he's got a little bit of front right damage again, unless I'm crazy. But compared to what he had before, this is going to be a blessing and a godsend.
Taking a look right now.
Oh, you can just watch Bigger. Look at Bigger just rolling up on him. And Paskwich actually just got passed by Robert Dudley for 5th position. There's a Dudley with that inside line is definitely interesting to see.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh, Paskwich into the wall again.
You almost lost it. He's getting worse and worse. Every time you hit that wall, it's not going to get any better. He almost lost that time.
It kind of sucks for him because he's going to have to come in and pit and get that thing fixed, or he's going to end up taking it around.
Yeah, and I got to say, like, you see it happening every time. Like, understeer, hit the wall, oversteer.
And let's sit with Michael Atkins Jr. for a minute, because he is only 1.8 seconds away from the leader and closing.
I will say though, from the last lap, his speed compared to Hollingsworth, he was still faster, but he was nowhere near as fast as he was in comparison last time. He was about 2/10 faster. Now he's about 1/10 or so faster.
Yeah, the track must have changed.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I was gonna say
caution.
69 degrees.
Caution from Paskwich.
I had a feeling something was going to
Outside
happen with
wall.
him, yeah.
Tried to save it, almost saved it, and then boom, she gone.
All right, let's go back. We'll see what happened with him. I had a feeling that was going to happen because that car is starting to become a handful. And you can see it after a few laps.
Oh, yeah, look at that thing now. It's bent and broken.
Yeah, hopefully he's got something in there. He can get it repaired. Otherwise, he's going to put himself... Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, and he gets rear damage, side damage. It looked like the 33 was able to go by. A couple of cars able to go by. 707 of Whitaker able to go by. Let's jump in with Paskowitz on that one. See him hit it. Yeah, he tried everything he could do to keep that car off the wall. Still does a great job, though.
There's this a point where no matter how hard you try, it's gonna meet that wall again. I've been there before. That front right damage. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It just doesn't work.
All right, they're coming down. You got Hollingsworth bringing everybody down. Michael Atkins Jr. We'll have to see who's going to be the first one out. Atkins Jr. pretty close to him right here in the pits, too. He's got that first stall. That usually helps. We'll see if anybody cuts down on fuel or rights only.
Question's going to be whether Hollingsworth is happy or annoyed that that's happening, because
Ooh.
he could have, it's given him the lead still, but at the same time.
Oh, look at.
He missed.
Hollingsworth does get out before him. Meanwhile, Charlie Woods staying out, seeing if maybe he's going to get a lap lead here.
Yeah.
Charlie Woods right now started 7th. See if he can get out here and get a lap lead before these guys catch him. Hollingsworth is right there, though. He's got to stay out and come in the next lap. Oh, he's coming in. I don't know if he's going to make it in time.
Nope, I don't think he is. That front stretch is just too damn long.
And he's got to slow down big time, too.
And there goes Hollingsworth to the front line. I think he's going to get it.
Hollingsworth will be, yeah, Hollingsworth got it. So you'll have Hollingsworth, David Bigger, looks like Stephen Parks, Mark Jenkins, Robert Dudley, Charlie Woods, maybe. No, that's going to change. Ron Holyfield is in. Atkins Jr. is out. So it's going to change up just a little bit. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. The pace car lights are out. We had caution number 1. We're coming to lap 71. Jeff Hollingsworth opts to the outside. David Bigger down on the inside. And I think that's probably the right move there by Hollingsworth. I think he's definitely going to get a better run.
And there's some weird switches going on. I'm curious if perhaps David Bigger did rights only. Didn't actually double check that, because that front part of the pack has definitely changed more than I would have expected.
Showing a 15.1 pit stop, so I don't know. You never know.
I'm curious, because
and
at the
there
moment,
he goes. You got Hollingsworth up with a great run. What? Say what?
Oh yeah. Looks like Atkins had he must have had a really bad stop, because he just got eaten alive on that pit stop. Either way, they're still fighting it out. Looks like David Bigger will get past Mark Jenkins. Behind Robert Dudley's just still sitting there. And look at Stephen Parks currently out in 4th position after that damage from earlier.
They still got a little bit of right front damage on that car. And I believe there's only 1 repair. So if he used it up already, it's just a matter of how much can you get beat out each pit stop.
Yep. I'm still curious by Robert Dudley's going down that low line there. He's the only driver actually doing that. And while Atkins is trying the inside of Rod Hollifield.
Yeah, and Paskowitz just got past him. Paskowitz still got, is that rear damage on that car still?
Yes, I believe so. Pasky's just still got rear damage and front damage. I don't think it was had a fast repair left. I think he used his fast repair after that front right damage he was getting earlier on in the race.
Yeah, it kind of almost looked a little bit straight there, but yeah, I see. Side by side, Stephen Parks, Rob Jenkins were. Stephen manages to hold off the 89. David Bigger only about 4/10 back from Jeff Hollingsworth, but Mark Jenkins right there also. So back to Parks and Dudley here. It looks like Parks is closing in on Dudley. Parks running that super high line, man.
Yeah, but as we said, he was going to do, it looks like it's working pretty well for him. Definitely could be a lot worse. The moment Hollingsworth has gotten away from David Bigger, Mark Jenkins is still about the same distance for Bigger. Bigger into the outside wall. Jenkins will go past on the inside. Like Stephen Parks is on the outside of Robert Dudley. Dudley's trying his low line. Parks is doing his high line. This is a great little comparison there for sure between these two drivers.
I was going to say, I believe Parks is going to hang on to it. Also, Rob Jenkins able to get by with that too. So Robert Dudley having to keep it woed down a little bit in that inside line. Cool temperatures too out there.
Oh yeah, it hasn't gotten any colder. Actually, no, sorry, correction. It has actually gotten colder. It was 69. It's now 67. So the temperature's still actually dropping. That's actually quite surprising. I thought it was not going to get any colder than this, but here we are. And Stephen Parks outside wall. Rob Jenkins will get past him. As once again, Parks gets some front right damage. As I said before, it's self-fulfilling. It's going to happen again. Gotta call it now. Call it now. Call it later.
So far, it looks like he's only tapping the wall.
Yeah, but every time you do it, it's another bit of a dent being built, another dent, and it just doesn't get better.
Again.
Yeah, I love it when I can actually say I'm right, and I hate to say it, but not really. I don't hate to say it. I love it. I'm right. This is a unique feeling. I love it. But yeah, it looks like Stephen Parks is going to get passed by Robert Dudley as well, but Jenkins and Dudley getting past Parks. Back into 6th position now.
Parks going to try to take some of that draft from him and cover that damage. No, Parks again into the wall.
Atkins is kind of having to fight off Kevin Paskovich on his outside. Paskovich had that really damaged car. He's actually giving Atkins a run for his money. That being said, it looks like he's probably cleared him on the front stretch now that I've said that.
And here comes Holyfield now, too, looking to get into this battle. Wow, Holyfield close to the wall. Holyfield's still got a clean looking car. He's going to take a look, try to get his nose underneath the 7 on that low line.
He's going to give it a try.
If the 7's able to come back from that.
That's going to be the question, isn't it? Can he come back from that?
Yeah, so that'll put Ron Holyfield up into 8th. Paskovich back to 9th. Rob Jenkins side by side with David Bigger.
Let's keep an eye on that Michael Atkins as well. He was back in 9th or 10th at the start of that restart. Now he's back in 7th, and he's going to be flying forwards after Stephen Parks and Dudley. As Rob Jenkins is actually making that pass work. Making it stick. But here comes Bigger. I think Bigger might try the run and exit. He's going to close up. No, doesn't quite get an overlap there.
Mark did a good job. Rob did a good job of holding on that outside line, not letting it open up.
Yeah.
Bigger had the run.
Yeah, he didn't aggressively close the door, but he just let him know that that door was never open to begin with.
Yeah, because he had a really good run. If that outside line would have opened, he would have got side by side with them and would have definitely forced Rob down to the low lane.
Oh yeah, that definitely would have spawned something for sure.
We got Atkins Jr., Stephen Parks, and Ron Holyfield now 6, 7, and 8. Hollyfield, one of your chase drivers right now, sitting in 8th. He's got 3 chase drivers behind him. So if only 4 are going to go right now, it would be Hollingsworth, Jenkins, Biggers, and Dudley. Dudley in 5th is your kind of your bubble guy for this race anyway.
Mm-hmm. You can bet Holyfield, Paskwich, and Charlie Woods and Whitaker are going to try their best to try and gain some of those points back.
Wow, look at Hollyfield side by side.
The Parks are holding off really well.
I think Parks ain't making it easy.
Oh yeah. You see Michael Atkins Jr. catching up to Robert Dudley actually. He was 3/10 faster that lap. You can watch him close up in real time.
Hollyfield gets in front of Parks. Can he stay there? I just think
Let's just see. Hold on. Give me a second.
Parks' car, I think that little bit of damage is just enough to not really be able to fight back.
I was watching David Bigger there. I thought he went to the wall, but no, he was just so remarkably close.
Was he really?
You wouldn't have got a paper between him and the wall there. That being said, he was under attack by Robert Dudley on his inside.
And Atkins Jr. right behind. Oh, somebody in front. Was that Rob Jenkins again into the wall?
Look at that much pace Rob Jenkins is missing. He's going to get attacked by all 3 cars now. And here they all go. Atkins had nowhere to go. Atkins had to back off, unfortunately. He had the biggest pace out of all those drivers. Had to slow right down. Now he's got nowhere to go. The low line's taken. The high line's taken. Where the hell do you go?
He's going to take the high line.
Yeah, I'd probably make that call as well.
Side by double side, and it looks like the 57 of Bigger gonna be the loser on that battle.
Yep. Surprisingly, Rob Jenkins managed to hold the position there, even though he touched the outside wall. I don't think Bigger's going to lose too much there. He's probably going to catch back up to this, as they have to fight to get past Rob Jenkins.
Yeah, Rob slowed down quite a bit, and then all of a sudden put it back in gear, seemed like.
Yeah, when you make a mistake, it takes you like a little bit to shake yourself back out into the correct shape. Sometimes it takes you laps. Like it takes you like a lap or two to just get everything going again. So he managed to get his pace back rather quickly. Oh, Atkins in the outside wall there. He's pushing to try and get past these guys.
I think that's the first time I've seen him go into the wall tonight.
Yeah. You see he's on the outside line of Dudley there, and it's probably not comfortable seeing Robert Dudley on the inside constantly sliding up after every exit. You just know one mistake and he's going to slide up a bit further than before.
Yep. And you're the wall.
Yep.
Look how close that 48 is up to the wall, man.
Oh yeah, Rob Jenkins ahead of him as well is doing the exact same thing.
Look at Dudley's run out.
Yep. Considering he's so low on the inside line, I'm surprised that he's managed to get that much of a good run, but it's still starting to lose out. I gotta say, the run he's getting is just remarkable. T. Atkins is actually catching Rob Jenkins rather fast there.
Yeah, he's Jenkins that time was a 31.0. Atkins was a 30.9 that last lap.
He was stuck in traffic with these two guys too, so those lap times, while you can see Atkins is faster, when he's free, you're going to see that lap time drop. I gotta say, whether this is intentional or not, I think Mark Jenkins is loving that Rob Jenkins is slowing him down, because he's the next car in line. He doesn't want them catching up.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable where I am, sir.
Yeah, Atkins Jr. looking up. Started looking towards that high line.
Yeah, Rob's really holding that high line up, though. Atkins have to find another way around.
Looking back. www.aces.com.
Oh, caution.
Oh, caution is out.
Paskwich and Paskwich just hit. Hoopbaker just hit into Paskwich, unfortunately. Paskwich just lost. Whoa, what in the world? Paskwich just got all loose throughout that corner. That started like the start of turn 1 there.
Yeah, let's go back and see what happened because it looked like he was drifting for quite a while.
Yeah, that thing was oof. Like he went into the corner and just the car would just not do what he wanted it to do the entire corner. Had a scrape with the wall, then started getting over. Instead of being understeer, he was very oversteer.
There we go. Big drift, 61. Charlie Woods able to get by. Oh, Hoot Baker, hard hit too. Let's jump in.
Baker didn't know which way they're gonna go.
And then you see Bob Lacavera had a heart attack there because Pasquich started backing up. Let's go inside with Hoot.
Yeah, you're watching it, like you're seeing a lot of smoke. You can't really tell which way that car is actually going to go. You think he was going to try and go low and hope he was going high? Nope, fortunately not.
Oh, wow. As soon as the smoke cleared, I mean, there was Hoot.
Exactly, yeah. There's just nothing he could really do. The moment he realized he was in a bad position, there's nothing he could do. He was just going to hit him no matter what.
We got everybody coming down pit road. Oh, I see Stephen Parks having to back up. Take a quick look while these guys are pitting.
Oh, Robert Dudley loses control almost on exit. Tried to spin his tires, get a bit more speed on the exit there, but instead he actually went fully 90 degrees on the pit lane. Doesn't lose too much, I think, but that being said, he did not gain what he wanted.
And believe it or not, we've only had 2 lead changes.
Not surprised. We had Atkins holding it on for the first part of the race, then we had Hollingsworth doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, Hollingsworth's got 37 lead right now. Let's see, we got Paskowicz.
You know, this is how you know that Hollingsworth is thinking long term. He's clutching in right now while he's like going on lap. Like this, you know, it's a small thing. It's a tiny thing, but he's just trying to save that little tiny bit of fuel as well. So you can tell he's thinking long term right now. Like any tenth of a second, any thousandth he can gain at the end will help.
So we got a little bit of a change up here in the front because you got Hollingsworth, Mark Jenkins second, Rob Jenkins third, and then Atkins fourth. You still have Dudley up here, but you got Ron Holyfield a little bit closer now to the front. Charlie Woods making his way up to 7th. And they are playoff drivers.
Yeah, I think the only 2 drivers in the top 10 that aren't playoff drivers are Rob Jenkins and Michael Atkins. And Atkins is back into 4th now, which is going to be very interesting to see how he goes from there. He'll be right behind Rob, possibly he'll be beside him on the start.
Yeah, because Hollingsworth we saw take the outside on that last start, so he may end up taking the outside. He'll actually have Atkins Jr. behind him.
I have to wait and see.
Got Johnny Antonucci that was out here. Brandon Stokes was out watching. Ray Black and William Glenn. They tuned in for a little bit. We're almost at the halfway mark. We're under caution number 2. We've only had 2 lead changes. Hollingsworth's got 38 laps led, and I believe Atkins Jr. Let's see, 55 laps led. So Hollingsworth's got a little bit more to go if he wants to try and take the most laps led away.
Yeah, but we still have half this race to go, so Atkins can get back in front. And even Mark Jenkins on this restart could probably take it away from Hollingsworth if he gets a really good run. Get the feeling that might be a bit of an uphill battle for him.
Is Kevin Pasquich back out? Yeah, he's just getting back out. He's got lots of damage to that car, but he's got to finish. got to finish, because if he parks it now, he's going to put himself in a big hole. At least if he finishes, he'll be in a chance to be able to fight back one more race.
Yep. That being said, though, that car is not going to be fun to drive. You need to keep it, play it safe. Just go around the track and don't cause cautions with it. Just keep going.
We're just waiting now for the pace car to take that turn, which he does. And there goes Hollingsworth on the outside.
And look at that. He got an amazing run there. Jenkins did pretty all right, but unfortunately just could not keep up with Hollingsworth. Atkins going to get past Rob Jenkins on the outside there. That's exactly the best case scenario for him. Well, not the absolute best case, but close enough. Best case would be everyone in front of him crashing.
And good enough for right now.
Exactly. It's definitely going to be a good start. Have to see if he's going to have the pace with Mark Jenkins ahead of him.
Looking at Charlie Woods and Stephen Parks just getting by 707 of Whitaker. And it looks like
Dudley was actually making a move on Rob Jenkins down the front stretch, but did not quite get close enough.
Yeah, I was just jumping to that.
It was real close. Almost got the overlap on the front stretch, which would have got him the inside run, which, let's face it, Dudley loves the inside at the moment.
Now look at Rob Jenkins go all the way down almost to the line. Try to break that draft, maybe.
Yeah. I guess so. Can't really see much other reason.
And look at Dudley, man. He, right down to the inside line.
Yeah, I'm honestly curious. I would not have thought that line was ever going to work, but apparently Dudley's just making that work. Is it probably the fastest on track? No, but he's able to do it when no one else can.
Look at Parks, Woods, Bigger, and Whitaker.
The fight continues. I think Steven got a little bit of that damage repaired in the front right. It doesn't look as bad as it was before. And look at Bigger right up to the rear of Woods. It had to back off, unfortunately.
Yeah, he was all over the back.
Whitaker's sitting a good distance away watching this. Also, I like how Bob Lacavara and Hoot Baker are still having a nice little fight, even though Hoot's 3 laps down, Lacavara's 1 lap down. Just a little bit of fun between those two guys, as always.
Yeah, they seem to find each other almost every race.
Oh yeah, the banter in their channel is amusing. I love it. Probably not for public consumption.
Yeah. Definitely not. Not right now.
Oh well.
We're watching Mark Jenkins. He's only about 6/10 back from Jeff Hollingsworth. And it looks like right now Hollingsworth just ran his fastest lap. That last lap, he ran a 29.878, fastest lap that he had all race. Mark Jenkins ran a 29.897. Atkins Jr. with an 8.85, and Rob Jenkins with a 29.948. So a couple guys broke into the 29s.
Yeah, we're past the halfway point.
Yeah, David Bigger had a 29.912 back a little bit. So a couple guys able to break into the 29-second lap time.
Yeah, same times we're having on practice.
Take a quick look. Yeah, 68 degrees on the track, 67 degrees in the air.
I'll say Atkins is slowly catching up to Mark Jenkins.
Yeah.
He caught him last lap by a couple of hundredths.
And
Here
Hollingsworth
it goes this lap.
is definitely starting to pull away now. And if these two get side by side and fight for any amount of time, that's going to definitely give Hollingsworth. That's, you know, Hollingsworth's got to be thinking in his head, man, come on, you guys get together so I can pull away.
Mm-hmm. Atkins' last lap was half a tenth faster.
It just depends if he can get by.
Exactly, yeah, he's drawing up to him, but I think that speed difference is so small at the moment. Unless he can force Mark Jenkins into a mistake, it's going to be a real hard fight to actually make that pass.
And Jenkins isn't going to just lay down. Jenkins is in the chase. Atkins Jr. is not.
You want it, come get it.
Nice. I hear you, Tyler. Hope it's looking good on there.
mate. Watch it on the big screen. That's awesome. Oh, look at Atkins. He's just right there. You have to see if he's got anything for him. That being said, you see that Atkins is not running the full-on Larson line. He's running a little bit lower.
Right, he's like a little bit down. Look at Jenkins drop it down low.
Jenkins is giving him position. Yeah, when you said he was going to let him take it, I think I think he must have heard you, but like, no, you guys aren't allowed to be right.
And you know what?
I think he just gave you that.
Mark Jenkins might be thinking, you know, it ain't worth the wreck this soon. Still got.
I think it's more like he's in the chase. Atkins is not. He's here for the points, not for the win.
Right, let him go.
If he wants it, let him have it.
Yeah, he's definitely making it work.
Absolutely.
Watch the 49, because Tyler was just saying too, his line shouldn't be working, but he is making it work. He is. I'll tell you what, one of the only drivers we see right now going down to the inside line and actually able to keep a pretty good run off.
Exactly. Normally the inside line, when you get down there, you just drop all pace on exit. But he's managing to hold on with it and get some pace out. It's not as fast as the outside line for sure, but the amount of time he gains on the way in definitely makes up for it.
Yeah, that in run is insane.
Looks like we lost Stephen Parks, unfortunately. I think he manually parked it.
Help him get down there in the booth.
Let's see if he's around.
Yeah, he left.
Aw, man.
He's not too happy if he left.
Yeah, he was making a little mistakes here, especially on his home track. I would not be happy with that either.
I didn't see what happened with him, but yeah, he's gone.
Nothing major. He just kept touching the wall again, so it's just like, I can't stop this, and I'm done. I'll say Atkins has gotten past Jenkins rather quickly, and he's gone. In fact, he's so far gone, he's 2/10 faster than Hollingsworth, and they're already catching him. Atkins just has the place dialed in right now. He's just running like a monster.
Who's he got? About 7/10 back.
And absolutely flying.
Keep an eye on the closing rate here. Right now he's about 6/10 back, 6.5 back.
Yeah, that lap he was a 10th faster. Just under.
Yeah.
See how he goes this lap. Hollingsworth's probably watching that behind him and going, "Oh my god, are you serious?"
But you remember talking to Hollingsworth a couple times too. He'll even tell you he'll wait for them to get a little bit close and try to step on it again.
Oh yeah, that can be one of those things that's so disheartening when you're racing. When you're catching, like, yes, I can do this, and then suddenly the guy actually tries and leaves you in the dust. Actually, look at Hollingsworth. He was running a really low line there. He's pulling the Dudley line. I'm going to call it that now, at least for this race. He ran really low in turn 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 he's going back to the higher line. Same line as Atkins, actually. Push that again, see if he does it again.
You got Mark Jenkins back here in 3rd, Rob Jenkins in 4th. Rob going way down low.
Yeah, Hollingsworth isn't going as far down and low as Dudley is, but he is going down to that 2nd lane for turns 1 and 2. And you can see Atkins just catching him in real time. That lap there, Atkins was only a couple of hundredths faster. But he's almost in that draft. In fact, he might actually already be in it.
Yeah, look at him. He's really pulling now.
Oh, actually, that lap he didn't pull anything at all. They actually did the exact same lap time. Down to the thousandths, they did the exact same lap time. Of course.
If you're Atkins Jr., that's not what you want to see.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
You're trying to get him to make a mistake, and then you run it at the exact same time.
See how it goes this lap. But it looks like Atkins had a bit of a moment on exit of turn 4. He might have lost some time. Yeah, he did. He lost a couple of hundredths on Hollingsworth now. Both of their lap times actually dropped by quite a margin. Like, let's have a look at the difference in the lap there. Yeah, that lap, both of them went from 31 flats to 31.16 and 31.2. So they both lost a tenth and almost 2/10 on that one lap alone.
Wow.
A massive drop. Hold on. Yeah, Atkins is not catching him anymore. This lap again, a couple of hundredths slower than Hollingsworth. 31.117 for Hollingsworth and a 31.19.
Yeah, I wonder if
You're behind. The Jenkinses are getting together.
Yeah, look at Mark Jenkins in third and Rob in fourth, right there in the 89, and they are closing into each other.
Yeah, he is a tenth faster than Mark at the moment, so he might be able to get the pass on him soon. But well, if there's any team orders, I'm in the chase. Don't you think about it? No.
Back off, dude. And Rob saying, "Nah, dude, sorry. If I could get the win, I'm going for it."
Yep. I'm sorry, brother, but this is mine now.
I don't know. Tyler was asking, who's your vote in the race? Honestly, right now, the way it looks, it's got to be between Atkins Jr. and Hollingsworth. It just depends who's able to get out. First of all, if they make it to the end, and who gets out on the final pit stop that they do here.
Exactly. I'm going to go on a wild guess. I honestly think Atkins might have it, but then we have to see if Hollingsworth is still got more pace to find. Because you see, he's trying different lines at the moment. He's using the time up to try every line on the track, see what he can do with it. So don't discount Hollingsworth at all. He can find more pace when he needs it. But at the moment, Atkins has just been on fire since the start of the race. So we have to wait and see. And
we've interviewed Hollingsworth so many times too, where he'll tell you, he'll search around.
Yeah, the tracks in these ovals aren't just one stretch of road. There's many different places to go. So like everyone drives within the same car width. It's like, come on, guys, there's more of the track there to find.
Trying to see if we got anybody fighting over here. Just Rob Jenkins in third in the 89, Mark Jenkins in fourth in that 33. And it goes back a little ways to Robert Dudley sitting in fifth. And actually, I'll pull up the top 10 real quick. Everybody with the CC is a chase driver, and look at that. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. So right now, if it was to end, you would have Mark Jenkins, Robert Dudley, Ron Hollyfield, and Charlie Woods moving on. I don't know if how much points are going to matter. I'm going to have to find out. Like, right now, Hollingsworth, I believe, has got the most laps led. Is there bonus points for that?
Not sure.
Because if that is, that'll be a big score. Let's take a look at the chase drivers real quick. Let's start with Jeff Hollingsworth. I know he came in tonight. I believe they all had 1,500 points when they came in. So you got Hollingsworth up here leading. He's got, how many laps is that? 65 laps led. Then you go to fourth place. Your next chase driver is Mark Jenkins. He's got 1 lap led. Then we go to Robert Dudley, your next driver. No laps led, but he's sitting 5th. And then Ron Hollyfield sitting in 6th, no laps led. That would be your top 4. Then we got Charlie Woods in 7th, David Bigger in 8th, Mike Whitaker in 9th, and Kevin Paskowitz in 10th.
Things are moving around. And it looks like Hollingsworth is just pulling away now from Atkins. 2/10 that lap. We're saying he can find pace, and just look at that. He's just finding it in spades. I said that, then that lap they both do essentially equal times. Atkins a little bit faster.
Yeah,
Stop proving me wrong that, guys. Thank you.
We were looking back from Hollingsworth, and it sounded like he really had to slow down. I heard a lot of tire scrub, too, so I wonder if the car is starting to get a little bit funny on him.
Let's have a listen to Atkins, see if he's doing the same.
Funny, you see Hollingsworth go all the way down, and then you see Atkins Jr. all the way up high.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Hollingsworth had maybe seen a bit of what Dudley's doing and wondering, how is he in 4th? And trying it for himself. Well, 4th, he's in 5th, sorry, my bad. Wrong number.
Yeah.
Well, that lap, Atkins was faster this lap. Let's have a look-see. No, Atkins was slower again.
If you listen to him going in, he's got a lot of tire scrub going on.
They both do.
I think at this point, 32 laps on the tires, man, the cars are starting to feel a little bit ill.
Mm-hmm.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah, and these things are already getting tight. I don't think they're going to get loose here. They're just going to get even tighter every time. Well, Atkins had to let off the throttle a little bit on exit there. Not too much. Don't think you'll lose much pace there. See that lap. See if it's any different. 31.3, 31.45. Yeah, Atkins lost a 10th there.
And I'm watching Rob Jenkins because he's not too far behind. He actually was faster than Atkins that last lap, too. Right? I'm not seeing things.
I don't know. I don't think you're crazy, but you could be crazy.
31.3 and 31.4.
Now you can see the lap car of PASKY just ahead of them. So we'll see if that slows down either driver. I want to go out on a limb and say no.
Yeah, Pasquic's pretty good about staying out of the way if he knows his car's obviously as damaged as it is.
Seeing Hollingsworth getting lower and lower on that corner, I see him actually put his wheels over the white line there that time.
Yeah, he's taking a
Just seeing how
chance.
far he can push it. Or if you're just pushing that thing as hard as you can just to see what, like, how low can you go before it starts being a problem.
How low can you go till you hit the wall?
I don't know what that's from.
That thing, I don't know what that's from. That's from Kansas. Kansas Speedway. Oh, Pasquich, almost in front of the leader.
Yeah, in the wall again. That truck car is bent.
It's going to look like a truck by the time we're done.
I think I might have slowed down Hollingsworth a tiny bit there. We'll have to see if that actually makes any change in his lap time. I'll have a look.
Yeah, Hollingsworth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, Hollingsworth definitely got an eye-opener on that one because that was right in front of him.
Atkins has to try that low line. You can see he's just not happy with it. He might go into Pasquich. I had to let off. All that time he just gained on Hollingsworth, gone. He's going to go down there low again. Ugh, that's just not pleasant.
Yeah, and he's down to 0.8 now. He's losing big time.
Not pleasant. Well, he lost what he gained, so it's not going to hurt too bad, but it's definitely still going to be irritating. Jenkins is still holding up together. Looks like Rob was catching Mark for a while there, but I think... Sorry, hold on. No, Rob got past Mark. What? When did I miss that?
I wonder if Mark had an issue there.
Let's have a look at his car.
I'm not seeing any damage.
He's got a tiny bit of front right, nothing major,
Yeah,
so maybe he had a bit of a scrape.
Oh, look at 89 and 7 get into each other.
No.
Oh, dude, and they... What a hit. Oh, and Dudley in that one. And almost, Ron Holyfield, almost. Wow, we got to ride with Ron Holyfield on that one afterwards, too. Wow, dude, that was wicked. Go back to the 89 here. You see him get in front of Pasquich, hits the wall. Pasquich makes contact with him. 89 tries to save it, comes back up in front of Pasquich. Dudley, hard hit.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for Dudley's race.
All right, hold on. Let's go back now with Dudley. Let's go from inside. You can see these guys up ahead. He sees them going down, coming up. Oh, man.
No call is the right call there.
And let's see, Holyfield.
At that point, Dudley couldn't go anywhere. He was trying to turn it left, but it was just so tight it went in a straight line.
You gotta drive in with Ron Holyfield on that one. He goes low to avoid one, then somebody else comes down, and he goes down even lower. Then Robert Dudley almost comes to a stop, and he has to go down even lower.
What do you say? How low can you go?
I'm telling you,
Let it get real.
he
Slow
did
down,
it.
slow down.
He did a really great
Wow.
job keeping off him, man.
Yeah, that was definitely. Oh wow, Dudley sideways in the pit lane.
Really.
Oh no, no,
Who
no,
did that?
no.
Oh, that was Hollyfield that did that earlier.
Yeah, and Dudley now with that damage in his car is going to lose every position he had left after that incident.
Oh, and look, and right in front of all of them.
Not good for Dudley at all.
No. And Hollyfield probably another heart attack for him, man.
He's just like, can you guys stop?
I'll give a quick shout out to Tyler Dudley out here tonight. Also, what's up, Tyler? Good to have you up here as always in the chat. Unfortunate, man. Robert got involved in that one, but I think he should be safe with a repair. Yep, just got repaired, so he's still in this one.
Yeah, he had saved his fast repair till now, so he's not going to be too badly off. But unfortunately, all that work he did to go from 9th position up to like 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
Sorry, 5th actually.
We still got quite a ways to go. Matter of fact, let's take a quick look at the summary. So we still got 67 laps to go. We've had I can't believe only 2 lead changes and 134 laps so far. Hollingsworth's coming out of here with the most laps led with 78 so far. And I believe the next driver is Michael Atkins Jr. Let's see how many he's got led. I think he's got 55, if I'm right. Yeah, 55. So we'll see how this second half runs out. But we're going to take a break. I need a drink. We'll be right back. And we are back live.
Yep, just after the start, we just missed it.
Look at that.
Hollingsworth has gotten away.
And almost was going to be 3 wide up here for second. See the 33, Mark Jenkins underneath the 48. Followed by the 57 of David Bigger, second, third, and fourth here. Guys with the CC behind their name are guys that are in the chase. Right now it is the top 8. There'll be one more round of 8, and then we'll be going to 4. Give a shout out to Brett. What's up there, Brett? I hope you're enjoying the race here.
I would say Atkins in that restart had Jenkins on his inside attacking him, but now he's got him free. You have to see if he's got pace now on Hollingsworth, because he was fast as a lightning bolt at the start of this race, but longer stretches did seem to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of, and I just think the track changed so much. A lot of rubber gone down. His car might not be exactly what he's looking for.
Yeah, interestingly, I didn't think the track temperature would change at all. I thought it'd be 69 the entire way through, but it has dropped to 67 like the air. Both air and ground, 67 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's really wicked cool, man.
Oh yeah. No wonder these things are tight. I don't know about you, I kind of prefer them loose.
So unfortunately, it looks like Kevin Paskowicz might be out of this. He's sitting back here in 12th, getting some repairs done to the car. He's 7 laps down, one of your chase drivers, so he's going to have to come up with something good next week in order to make it to that round of 4.
You're going to need a minor miracle.
Mm-hmm. And
or
then
just a really good drive.
And you got Mike Whitaker right here in the 707 back in 10th. But look at the fight up here with Bob Lacavara. Got back on the lead lap. He's got the 89 of Rob Jenkins and the 82 of Root Baker.
What happened to, oh yeah, Rob Jenkins was caught in an incident as well, that's right.
Yeah.
His car's pretty bent. He's got front right damage. He's got heavy rear damage. That thing is not happy.
Yeah. He's kind of stuck where he is at the moment.
Bob Lacavara getting in the lead lap and getting in position as well. That's a good race. He also got past Mike Whitaker as well, actually, so got to the lead lap and took 2 positions.
Yeah, and Bob was, I believe, 1 or 2 laps down at one point.
He was 1 lap down, yes. I don't think he went 2-2. I didn't see that, but he might have been. Either way, that's a big gain. I will say, Hollingsworth, I thought the Atkins was going to catch him, but he's off like a rocket ship.
Yeah.
He was 2 tenths faster last lap, a 10th faster this lap. He's got a hook now. Off he goes. There's nothing he can do.
I think he just needed to be out front. Because we saw Atkins Jr. do the same thing when he was out front when he got those 55 laps led.
I think like Atkins at the start of the race has had it locked down before anyone else did, but now that Hollingsworth has found his pace, he's going to do the exact same thing back to Atkins.
And look at, I'm confused, Holly Field and David Bigger. They're going at it side by side for position. Both of those guys are chase drivers right there, and that is for 4th place.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up their timing score.
Best sort out the differences though, because if they keep up that fight for much longer, I think Charlie Woods might actually catch him. Woods is also trying that really low line. I think everyone's seen Dudley, and I think everyone is either interested or abjectly confused right now about how that's working.
Dudley seemed to be making it work pretty good.
Oh, and Holyfield went in pretty hot there, right to the rear of David Bigger. Scary thing to do. Also, I thought Atkins was going to go flying again, start catching up, but no. In fact, he's actually being caught by Mark Jenkins behind him. And Hollingsworth, I believe, is actually getting away. No, that last lap, actually, he lost a 1.5 seconds to Atkins, so... See how it goes this lap, 2.7... No, he lost a little bit again, but that being said, Hollingsworth might be sandbagging a bit. He does seem to know how to ration his speed.
Look at Hollyfield, man. He tried shooting down low underneath the 57 or bigger and slid it way up and lost a bunch of time on him.
Yeah, Robert Dudley now. He's back in 7th. He was catching Charlie Woods rather well. The last lap he did fall behind a bit. Hopefully he can catch up to him this lap. Let's have a look. Yeah, killed him by a second, 10th and a half. We might see Dudley back into the top 5 soon if he can keep it up.
Yeah, he got an awful hard hit, that last caution.
Well, thankfully he got that fast repair, but that still doesn't help the fact that he lost a bunch of position.
I'm laughing. Tyler changed his vote to Hollingsworth. I think so if he can, if he can keep it alive, but it's still got quite a ways to go.
And I will say, I did watch the speeds on that front stretch going into the corner. Atkins was like 1 mile faster because he's getting a bit of draft help from that. So if he can make use of that and just get a little bit closer and just keep slowly reeling him in. Don't try and make a big lunge, just slowly get him. Be consistent. I think you can definitely catch back up to him for sure.
That's hard to do when you see the driver.
Oh, I know, man. Like that's how you can tell a racing car driver, though. Someone who can not look at the car ahead of them. But 3/10 faster that lap, he's definitely got it. He's got the pace all of a sudden. Either Hollingsworth is slowing down, or Atkins is just putting his boot in it.
And Hollyfield and Bigger still going at it.
Yeah. Bigger's managing to hold him off, but he's not going to give up. And we're watching Jenkins as well catch up to Hollingsworth and to Atkins. This could actually be really good for Hollingsworth, because if Atkins fails the pass, Jenkins will get past him. And then there'll be the same thing again. Atkins will try and get past Jenkins, and it'll continue again. Sometimes it can be nice to slow down a little bit and have the two guys behind fight it out, if they're going to catch no matter what. And you can just see Atkins just flying now. He's well within draft. He's going to get all the benefits from that for sure. Now you can see if he can pressure Hollingsworth at all.
We'll have 50 to go when they cross the line.
I think at least one more stop, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to do at least one more stop, even if it's just a short stop for a little bit of fuel and tires. I don't think they can make it 50 laps, although they were pretty close before. Look at him. He's right there, man, ready to try to take the lead back. It's easy to catch him right now, but can he get past as he goes down low?
I don't think it's going to work, and yeah, he realizes it's just not going to work at the moment. You need to get like just the right line and an amazing run.
Hello, look behind you.
Yeah, knock, knock.
Here he comes. Mark Jenkins.
And look at the Holyfield. He finally got past David Bigger, managed to complete the pass.
Did he really? Wow.
Indeed he did.
See if he can keep it down off the wall.
Well done to Holyfield there. He'd been working on that one for a while.
Yeah. A lot of patience to get by.
Absolutely. And to not push him, not make a mistake. Just can double check to see how that pass went. See if it was legit.
I'm watching the top three right now, too.
Yeah, it just looks like Bigger did not get the best run in the exit of 4, and Holyfield just put his foot down the front stretch. Got him cleanly on turn 1 and 2. Managed to cross over and was all good. So well done to him. And Atkins just dropping off. He goes into the pits.
Oh, look at him locking it up. Yeah, so he's going to take his stop now and see how that works out for him. So that'll put Mark Jenkins. So right now, if you look, the top 6 are all chase drivers.
Mm-hmm. For the short time until they all pit. Now, what if Hollingsworth is going to see this and follow in, or is he going to do a few laps? I have to wait and see on that one. I think he's going to stay up for a few more laps, but normally when someone pits in, you got to follow quickly to try and keep your pace up.
Yeah, it seems like if you don't go right away, it's really hard to maintain.
Try and split it in the middle. Actually, yeah, now would be the right time to pit if you want to split your race in the middle, because I think there are like 100 laps to go from the last stop, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, a little bit.
35.
Yeah. Let's see where we're at right now. We still got 46 to go when they cross the line.
About lap 165, we'll be splitting it dead center, I'd say. So maybe go a few more laps, then split it directly in half, get the best out of both sets of tires.
I'm just trying to watch the time difference between Hollingsworth and Mark Jenkins. So far, Hollingsworth still a little bit faster.
Yeah, Jenkins was catching, I think maybe because he was holding on to the back of Atkins there for the draft. But now that Atkins got out of the way, Jenkins might have lost a bit of pace. We'll have to wait and see if he can catch back up and get well within that draft of Hollingsworth.
Trying to see where Atkins Jr. just coming across the line right about now. And Hollingsworth.
He's going to turn 3 right now.
Yeah, just about into turn 3, so quite a ways.
Hold on, I think Hollingsworth might be going in. No, he just had a really low line on 3 and 4. That's new.
He's trying everything.
Been going low on 1 and 2. It's like, yeah, fair enough. But he went low there, and my thought was, oh god, he's going in. No, he's just driving around the track doing his thing. Thank you so much for confusing me.
Thank you. You're quite welcome.
He's definitely trying different lines though. He's trying to find what works now. He's got the gap between him and Jenkins to try and different lines and see if he can get any better pace. If someone as close behind as Jenkins is, he can kind of just see the result every time. Be like, okay, well that lap I was a 10th faster, or I was a 10th slower than him, so this seems to be working. I will say that racing line is going to get really warm compared to the rest of the track.
Yeah.
Already the track temp actually jumped up back to 68 again, which is only 1 degree difference, but I think that's an average across the entire track. I think. Which means that a section of that track might be like 80 degrees even. It might be really warm.
I know, and even 1 degree from what it's showing, man, you can feel it.
Absolutely. The hotter the looser.
Watching Robert Dudley, trying to see if he's gaining any time on David Bigger.
Last lap, 2/10 faster.
Yeah, because now he was just 6/10 back. Now he's 5.5 tenths back. Now he's 4 tenths back.
Also, I am still so confused how that line is working. I feel like it's witchcraft going on here. If you get it to work, it's definitely showing it's got its strengths for sure.
Yeah, he's got a good run going.
I think he's probably one of the few drivers on the track at the moment who would find passing reasonably easy in comparison to others. Everyone else is going to try and find the best line higher up, where you can just go right down to the apron and pull it off. That lap there, once again, 2/10 faster. He is gaining rapidly.
Let's see if we could crank this sucker up if I can find the right one.
He's getting real close now, Robert Dudley is. Under the outside wall for a moment there. Of course, the moment I go to reach my drink is when he does that.
Of course.
It's just required, yeah. But look at that. He could have got closer before his exit line is definitely makes things a bit scary. And look at David Bigger. David Bigger's like, no, I'm taking this line now. This is mine. And you can see he just can't hold it like Dudley. He tried the same line as Dudley, and Dudley just flying past him like it's not even trying. I think even Bigger's probably scratching his head going, how is that working?
But Dudley now up to 4th.
Yeah, and you can see Ron Holford ahead of him. If he keeps up this pace, he's about the same. Actually, Ron Holford's doing the same. He's running just as low. But I think Holford might be going to the pits. He is, yes.
I was saying, look at Bigger. Bigger was trying to take a peek down. Might have saw Hollyfield.
No. Hollingsworth spun in the pits.
Hollingsworth?
Hollingsworth.
Well, let's back up and see.
He was, not quite spun. He got it fully sideways though. And I think he might have got speeding in pits for that.
Oh.
That could have been so much worse, but he managed to hold on to that one well. But fortunately, he will be passed by Mark Jenkins.
And Mark Jenkins got it woed down enough they didn't make contact.
Yeah, but I think maybe Hollingsworth might have got a speeding in pits for that, maybe. We'll have to see. Keep an eye on him. Jenkins is now leaving. No, he didn't. Okay, so he's good. And where's Atkins? Atkins just passed the both of them. Atkins is going to get a couple of seconds gain on them from that. Maybe see if he can hold on to it.
Atkins will be on 10 lap older tires than these guys, depending on where they're at when they get back out.
Mm-hmm.
So meanwhile, Dudley up to the lead.
Oh, look at David Bigger.
Wow.
David Bigger Dudley to the pit lane. He almost. Oh, Dudley
again.
Again. Oh,
he's got some serious brake in that car, man. Let's go back again.
Might be like a brick hidden on the pedal somewhere.
Yeah, he's got some serious brake in that car.
Just not his day. He's had like the unique line. It's been working rather well, but just the luck is not on his side.
And that is twice.
Yeah. Green flag stops will get you every time.
Yep. So that puts Charlie Woods, and he's coming in.
Mike Whitaker will steal the lead this lap and get a lap lead. I think. Hold on, unless it's Atkins ahead of him. Nope, no, it's not Atkins. That's someone else.
Yep, Mike Whitaker, your new leader.
Oh no, and Dudley doesn't have a fast repair, so that front end damage is going to be with him for the rest of the race.
Man, and he was moving up there too.
Oh, look at that damage. That's not pleasant. Oh man, we all feel for him at the moment because that is brutal. That's not what you wanted to see.
Yeah, that is kind of beat up.
I will say, if Mike Whitaker pits this lap, Bob Lacavara will get a lap lead. Nope, he stays out. We might see Bob Lacavara, who was a lap down, get a lap led in this race.
He's got Rob Jenkins not too far behind. And then quite a ways back is Michael Atkins Jr. with a little bit fresher car, fresher tires.
Yeah, so the difference between the drivers who pitted at different times. Atkins is, let's have a look-see. He is about 8 seconds at the moment. Let's see if that changes. Yeah, 8 seconds
And here
ahead.
comes the 707 into the pits. Let's see, does Bob Lacavara stay out?
Hold on, not 8 seconds. Oh, wow. You gotta watch the pace between Jenkins and Michael Atkins. That's gonna drop rapidly. 7-second gap.
So Lacavara gets that lead lap.
Good on Bob Lacavara. I'm actually happy for see that one for sure. Everyone deserves their lap led.
Yeah, and he was down a lap too, so.
I think Rob Jenkins might even be able to get the pass on him in the lap if he stays out, so he'll get a lap led too.
So right now your top playoff driver is the 33 of Mark Jenkins in 4th. And then you got Hollingsworth right behind him, another playoff driver in 5th. And he's not too far back. And then Ron Holyfield, where's Ron compared to these guys?
Dudley, watch out! Oh, Dudley almost goes on the side of Bob Lacavara on exit there. Dudley on those fresh tires was flying there. Even with that damage, he's just rolling through. And that'll actually get Rob Jenkins past Bob Lacavara and even get himself a lap led. That was so close to a major incident for sure.
Yeah.
Really, the presence of mind that let off the accelerator hard. Otherwise, that could have been a full spear from the side.
So Rob Jenkins finally gets up there to get some laps led. Take a look back at who is still connected.
Ooh, I gotta say that the gap between Atkins Jr. and Jenkins is dropping. It was 7 seconds before. It is now just over 4 seconds.
Yeah, look, he's like almost a whole 2 seconds faster.
Not 2 seconds last lap. He was 0.6 faster.
Michael Atkins?
Compared to Mark Jenkins, yeah.
Oh, I was looking at Rob Jenkins.
Yes. Damn it. I was talking about Mark Jenkins behind him, who's also on the same lap.
Yeah.
They were 7 seconds gap between each other, between Mark Jenkins and Michael Atkins. It is now about 4 seconds and dropping rapidly. Rob Jenkins is going to have to pit sooner or later, which means he's going to get eaten alive. Bob Lacavara is currently in the pits. He's taking his time.
You got Rob Jenkins up here, 3 laps led.
But just under 30 laps to go. This is going to be a 3-way fight at the end, I think. Atkins is going to get caught by Mark Jenkins and Jeff Hollingsworth rather quickly. Hollingsworth's probably the best place. He can sit behind Jenkins and try and look after his car a bit and wait for the right moment. Whereas you know Mark Jenkins is probably going hell for leather right now to try and catch up to Atkins.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to take it. He's definitely not going to slow it down and wait.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got Hollingsworth right behind him.
Yeah, Hollingsworth's just sitting there, I think, just relaxing, enjoying his life.
And Hollingsworth a little bit faster that last lap.
Yeah, again, Mark Jenkins, 0.5 faster than Atkins.
I wonder what happened to Atkins. I wonder if his car really has changed all that much.
It's because he pitted way earlier. The difference in pit time for him compared to everybody else is crazy.
Well, Rob
He
Jenkins.
pitted lap 153,
Yeah.
Michael Atkins. Then we had Mark Jenkins who pitted lap 163. 10 lap difference on those tires. And we saw one of those laps we were racing earlier. The difference in 1 lap of loss of speed was like 2 or 3 tenths of a second sometimes. It's like the tires go off a couple of cliffs.
Ooh.
Like a couple of Ooh.
Did you see that? The 48 looked like he went to go shoot it down the inside. Maybe it was just my eyes, but it looked like the car almost got away on him.
He bounced off the outside wall
Oh,
to
was
the
that
inside.
what it was? All right, yeah. I kind of only caught him. I guess must have been cleaning it up. And here comes Whitaker trying to get by him to get his lap back here eventually.
I don't think Atkins is going to want that because he's got other things to fry instead. He's got Mark Jenkins behind him catching up really quick now. He's within a second.
And Mark Jenkins, your first playoff driver. Is it playoff driver or chase driver, you know?
I mean, they're saying CC, so I guess it's chase. That would be chase car, not playoff car.
Chase car. Because we're in playoff race number 3. What's going on, Sam?
And we got Mac Atkins now passing Rob Jenkins for the lead. But not far behind him is Mark Jenkins now going past.
Look, wow.
He's now going to come to the outside of Rob Jenkins there. You might get... Oh, he had to let off the throttle a bit. So they're both slow now. Jenkins will have the outside line, so it's a better line for this run.
No,
and
Jenkins got the inside line. I'm just busting you, dude. I'm busting you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Shoot me later, dude.
Yep. Meanwhile, Jeff Holdsworth is still trying to get past Mike Whitaker, but he's not far behind this Mark Jenkins and Michael Atkins Jr. fight.
No. And Michael Atkins Jr. right now, 56 laps led. Even if he was to finish the rest of them, what would he have? 56, 79 laps. And I believe, how much did Hollingsworth have led?
I lost track.
Oh, wait. Hollingsworth, 105 laps led.
And look at Mark Jenkins getting closer and closer and closer to Atkins.
Mm-hmm.
Still massively faster at the moment with those 10-lap better tires.
So it looks like Hollingsworth will come out of here with the most laps led tonight because Atkins Jr., if he leads it to the end, he can't beat him with 105 laps. So
I don't know if you've noticed. Look at Hollingsworth. He's been taking that Dudley line now. Stop following everybody else. He's taking his own line. He's following what Dudley's doing. They're up there fighting for the high line. He's just going, you know what? I'm going to sit down here on the white line. I'm going to be perfectly fine.
33 hits the wall.
And look at the... Wow, he actually got a better run and exit than someone on the high line. And he's going to go the inside now. Here he goes.
Well, if you saw 33 bounced into the wall there, that kind of slowed him down. So he's going to need a lap or two to get it back.
Gonna try.
Oh, they make contact.
They do. Doesn't Peter hurt them too much, but Atkins is going to love this. They caught up to him, and now if he could just keep them fighting, he's going to stay ahead.
20 laps.
Almost touched there.
Yeah, the gloves are coming off. Oh, we lost. Oh.
No, he's back. He's back. He's back. I had the same panic in my... but we saw it happen earlier, so he's fine.
Wow.
Oh, they almost touch an exit. Hollingsworth's trying that inside line. It does appear to do pretty well, but still at the moment, Mark Jenkins is making real good use of the outside line for the runoff and exits.
I'd be scared if I was Mark because all he needs is a little bit of net code and that could end it for him.
That being said, look at this run. Mark had to slow down because of Atkins, and here comes Jeff Hollingsworth on the inside. He's going to get a better run on the inside line.
Oh, he's going to take it.
This is not what Atkins wanted to see. He wanted them to fight each other, but now here comes Jeff Hollingsworth with fresh tyres past Mark Jenkins. Unless Jenkins can fight back, but I don't know if he can. That's 17 laps to go. And I'm loving watching Hollingsworth using this line now. He's picked it up.
He's really down at the bottom.
Yeah. And the best part about it is, at least for me, you're out of traffic. You're not sitting nose to tail with two other drivers. You're on your own. Which means you can do whatever you want with it.
This is going to be tough right here.
Oh, yeah. Atkins just hoping they might have cooked their tires as much as he has, because that 10-lap difference, he might be feeling it now.
Hollingsworth looking.
He might even get it. No!
Wow, that's so close.
That's just tempting fate on netcode.
I don't even think you could have got closer than that. Hollingsworth now to the lead.
Yeah, he gets past him.
Right now, the way it looks, Hollingsworth, Mark Jenkins, Ron Hollyfield, David Bigger will be the best four finishers.
Mark Jenkins has to get past Atkins ASAP. Because if he does not, Hollingsworth will just drive away.
Yeah, if these guys
Atkins
fight.
can't keep up. I was saying it before, Hollingsworth was in the best position to look after his tyres, to get as much as he can out of it near the end. And you can see at the moment, we're near the end of this race, he's got the best out of all of them, he's just driving away. Just watching Jeff Hollingsworth just drive away at this point now.
He's slowly increasing the gap.
Mark Jenkins is trying to close on Atkins, but I feel like he just can't quite get it at the moment.
David Bigger looking underneath Rob Jenkins for 5th.
Nothing Rob can really do. Rob has probably got some of the freshest tyres, but unfortunately that car is just so bent.
That car is beat down right there.
And look at Mark Jenkins, he's getting closer and closer. Now he's right on the rear of Atkins. He's going to try the inside line, I think, to turns 3 and 4. He does.
He's got to really get him on here. I don't think he's going to be able to hold on.
I don't think Mark Jenkins really knows the inside line like Hollingsworth and Dudley, because he could not make that work. He's going to drop so much pace like we saw at the start of the race. And Mike Whitaker's just behind all this going, yeah, look at this, free show.
He's got the best seat in the house to watch the race.
Oh yeah.
Let's jump in with him. I like the in-car cam.
Makes me wish I was actually in that car and driving it myself. What the? Rob Jenkins in the pits? I guess Rob Jenkins needed a top up for his fuel. Went to the pits.
Did he just take fuel only?
Yeah, just a small amount of fuel and off he went. Which is going to put him in the last car in the lead lap, and he might even get past Mike Whitaker in this big pack.
Yeah, Whitaker's just hanging on to the draft with these guys.
It's like, hey, look at me, guys. I'm part of the lead group. And look at Mark Jenkins. He just can't get past Atkins Jr., unfortunately.
Yeah, he's been sitting there for quite a while.
At this point, he's probably thinking, you know what? Atkins isn't in the chase. Oh, did Atkins just...
Yep, Atkins disappeared. Yep, he's back.
Ooh.
That's scary for the 33.
Oh man, I would be freaking out right now.
As much as he wants to get up there for the win, you know what I mean? Is it worth it trying to pass him and have him net code out?
Yep. Suddenly you get a Kamehameha from the side and you're gone.
So is Hollingsworth still running the Dudley line going through?
He does every once in a while, I think. You see him actually catching up to a lap car of Hoot Baker.
Yeah, Hoot Baker.
We better do it this lap, but he does. I think he's been doing a few laps here and there. I haven't been paying attention. I'm watching Atkins and Mark Jenkins. Jeff Holmes is becoming a slowly, fastly fading blur. Fastly, slowly? I don't know. English isn't my first language. It's my own English. Well, Mark Jenkins trying the inside now of Michael Atkins under the front stretch, but it's no run again. That being said, he's got the apron.
Yeah, he's got it looking.
Give it a try. If he can clear him on turn 1, he might be able to make this. No, he can't pull it off. Atkins will defend again. Just can't make that run work like Hollingsworth or Bigger.
That's a hard line to run that inside like the way he's doing.
Yeah. Like we said, Dudley isn't like... What the mistake that Mark Jenkins made there is he went in shallow and came out shallow. Where Dudley's starting out wide, going in, and then coming back out wide again. He's getting as much speed as he can.
And now he's going to try the outside.
Yeah. I mean, this might just work for him. Well, I think I can just give it to him.
He may have, because maybe he figures the chase driver let him go try to chase down the leader, but I can't see Atkins giving up. You know what I mean? Atkins not that kind of guy, I don't think, to just give up, but I guess he don't want to be... Yeah, he don't want to be that guy, maybe the non-chase driver to mess things up.
Either way, that's going to be Mark Jenkins through in the second position. I get the feeling he will not be catching Jeff Hollingsworth anytime. Because Hollingsworth is now 2 seconds ahead.
Yeah, and look, we're coming to 5 to go. Hollingsworth really have to make a big mistake. And he's got lap traffic in front of him.
Yeah, the mistake is possible, but then this is Jeff Hollingsworth. I doubt it's going to happen.
You're not going to give a conspiracy on this one right here? I was waiting to see if the 89 did come up in front of him and say, oh, we got a conspiracy going.
Like, oh no, my car's loose. Ah!
Yeah. Who did that? Was that Jeff Burton or something? One of them guys at Martinsville or Dover? I forget. It was a while back.
Hey, I don't watch NASCAR. I know I'm going to get pilloried for that, but I don't watch it, so I have no idea.
Sorry, I had to
local daycare.
I had to fix my mic. My mic dropped on me. Yeah, I forget what. I don't know if it was like Martinsville or Dover, one of those tracks. And all of a sudden he said his arm got tired, or he got a cramp in his arm and turned into one of the guys that was fighting for a spot.
Wow.
Yeah, they didn't leave him alone for a long time for that.
I just.
He's like, oh yeah, my arm got tired, or something happened with his arm, and he ended up turning, coincidentally turning into somebody that was trying to get into the chase. Oh, look at the 89 and the 82.
Ah! Yeah, side by side. Not that they're on the same lap, so I don't think Rob Jenkins really minds. Just going to let him pass. Michael Atkins going past now as well. Atkins is not able to hold on to Mark Jenkins.
All right, we are coming to the final laps here.
Yep, Jeff Hollingsworth coming out with a victory again by the looks of it, unless he makes some horrid mistake.
Yeah, who's the driver of the night here, dude? Who would you say is...
I wouldn't know, man. I wouldn't have a clue.
I have to look and see where some of these guys started. Here we go. Final lap.
If we go on by start, it's got to be Ron Holford, 9th to 4th. Well, I wouldn't know. Everyone's had a good damn race for sure.
Yeah, it's been really good, man.
And here's the main part. Everyone's made mistakes, too. This hasn't been a perfectly clean race. Even Hollingsworth himself made a mistake at pit lane. But here he comes in the win tonight.
Come across the line. Jeff Hollingsworth's going to take the win here. Followed by Mark Jenkins, Michael Atkins Jr., Ron Holyfield, David Bigger, Charlie Woods, Robert Dudley, Mike Whitaker, Bob Lecavera, Rob Jenkins, Hoot Baker.
Yep.
Only 2 drivers out, too, is Paskowich and Stephen Parks, unfortunately. Great run by Jeff Hollingsworth. 122 laps. Let's see him burn him up here. Looks like they're gonna stay out on track. Good. Oh, maybe not. All right, Jeff Hollingsworth, 122 laps led, man. Great run for him. He's going to get out of here. First race of the round of 8. He's going to take home the win. And then you'll have Mark Jenkins in the chase driver, who's going to finish second. Michael Atkins Jr. third. And then Ron Holyfield with a great finish to 4th for a chase driver. So not bad at all. Let's talk to our winner first, I think, yeah?
Yeah, and I'll talk to him, mate.
All right. Do you see him or not? Yeah, I see him. I'll get him for you.
Oh, never mind. Go for it.
Oh, I had him.
I got it.
I dropped him off.
There you go. Hey, Jeff Hollingsworth, that's our booth. You got a copy?
Hey Wing, how you doing, Paul? Hey Wing.
Good.
Hey, man, good to see you. Glad to see you get the win tonight, brother.
Yeah, I lucked out, man. I had a horrible pit entrance there in that last one. I was reaching and fetching, but we had some good racing up front. I was grinning the whole time when we got close to each other and were for the win there in that last passing period. It was fun.
Oh, you guys had a great little three-way battle there. At the start, it seemed like Atkins had all the pace in the world compared to you and Mark, but later on, look like you were finding more and more. Were you like hunting out the track for more pace?
I'm scared of 1 and 2 here. I'm really tight in there, and my thing is I just don't want to hit the car. So I've only brushed up on it once toward the end. But my buddy Robert Dudley told me he was running the bottom, and after like 10 laps, he was passing cars all over the place. So I was trying to find a line. I wasn't running the same one he was, but I was apexing off the corners, which it helped, man. I put the distance on him at the end, but no. Atkins, man, he was flying at the beginning, and I was just like, I'm not even going to try to keep up with him because I'll just burn up my stuff. So I just got into a pace there, just letting go. And pit strategy got him, man. He pit early in that last one, and man, he gapped us 8.8 seconds when we got out of the pits. And but I think those tires wear was so bad that that's how we ended up catching him. But good job to him, man, for a third place after that strategy, man, was great. And racing with Mark was great. Good race, low cautions, and a lot of fun.
Yeah, like he definitely looks like that early pit stop did hurt him there. But looking at the cars tonight, I feel like the cars were like super tight for everyone. Were you experiencing that too?
Yeah, they were super tight, man. Super tight. Let's see, what was the track? Track was 67.
Yeah, so about 67, 66, and 68, I believe, is what we've hit. A couple. Didn't really change a whole lot temperature-wise, but I know even just that 1 degree makes a big difference on a car.
Yeah, it was really snug the whole run. So that tire wear was it, man. And fuel, it was definitely a 3-stop race if no cautions. And then that last one there, we didn't feel like we were going to get any more cautions. And after Atkins pit, I said, "No, I'm not going to go in yet because they'll wear out too quick." And then when I heard Mark say he was going to pit, I said, "All right, I'm going to pit with Mark." And then I almost wrecked us both. So
yeah,
good job to him. It hit me. I forgot I had the brake bias all the way to the rear, just trying to get it to turn. And I forgot all about it. I went in there and it just kept going left. I'm like, wall coming.
Oh, don't worry, man. If it makes you feel any better, you were not the only driver that made mistakes on pit lane. I think almost everyone made a mistake on pit lane.
Well, I'm glad that Mark didn't there because he did real well to not hit me, and I kudos to him. But great racing by these guys. This league's a lot of fun. Attendance was down tonight. I don't know what's going on. I know a couple of us are going. I'm going to Bristol, so I'm leaving out here, and I live in the very northeast corner of North Carolina, and I'm leaving out here about 4 in the morning to drive to Bristol tomorrow.
Oh, nice, dude. I wish I was going.
I wish you were going too.
That's one track I haven't been to. I've been by Bristol. I've passed by Bristol a bunch of times. I've just never had a chance to go in. But that's got to be a great race, man.
I'm lucky. One of my buddies in the Coast Guard retired, and he lives in Johnson City, which is about 40 minutes from the track. So he works at Bell Helicopter, and he drew his name out of the hat for 2 free tickets and sent me a text. "Hey, man, let's go to Bristol."
Awesome.
I said, "Yeah, twist my arm,
Yeah, awesome, bro. Dude, 122 laps led here. You get the most laps led. One thing I forgot to ask, do they give you bonus points for leading the most laps here in the league or no?
I don't think so. I think you just get one for leading. That's it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you get out of here anyway, man, leading the most laps tonight. Great job, brother. A good way to get this round of 8 started. You got one more race with the round of 8 and then move into the round of 4. You've been pretty strong all through this thing, so I can't not imagine. I mean, it would have to be a catastrophe for you not making the round of 4.
I would, that's the thing about this is they reset the points every time they reset the field. Yep. So when we go to 4, we're all zeros again. So I'm gonna give it my best, man. I'm trying to just be consistent, And I got really good teammates. Like I said, I couldn't have done it without those guys telling me where they were running because I was burning my right front and running that high line in 1 and 2. And Robert's like, "Man, I'm running low." He says, and my tire wear is this, and I've got this pace. And I'm like, man, okay. So that's toward the end, beginning of the run, I was running up high where I could get some grip. And then once it started wearing out, I started apex in that corner, and it worked out. But good race, man. And I appreciate you guys, appreciate Paskies, and, looking forward to next week.
Hey, you know what we were calling that line? We were calling that the Dudley line.
That's exactly it, man. Robert Dudley. Too bad he had an unfortunate pit incident, or he would have been up higher.
Yeah, twice. Twice.
I mean, yeah, it's the whole thing. You can't mess up any of it, man, when you're racing this close to people,
Yeah. All right, sorry, Wingy, I hijacked your interview, man.
Nah, mate.
Wingnut's doing something. He's probably clipping his toenails or something. He's got all that.
How did you know?
All right. I hope you guys have a great day, and I appreciate you, man.
Awesome, brother. We'll see you next week, man. Congratulations on the win, bud.
Yeah, I'm going to shout out to my wife, Kimmy. She supports me in all my racing, virtual and realistic. She's all behind me going this weekend, so I got to give her some love. She's the most awesome wife, 31 years married, and she still lets me sleep in the house, so that's cool.
That's awesome, bro. Congratulations on a long marriage, dude.
Thanks, brother. Take care.
All right. All right, that was your winner, Jeff Hollingsworth, man, with 122 laps led here tonight. Looking pretty strong here in this playoff. We are going to get Mark Jenkins down here in a second and talk to Mark. See if we get Mark here. Mark Jenkins, you got the SR booth. You got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Hey, man, not a bad run for you tonight. It's too bad you weren't a little bit closer to Jeff to give him a little bit of pressure there at the end, but you definitely had a good run. Had a really good-looking car there towards the end, man. Just give us a run through your night.
Well, those last 20 laps, I really felt like I blew it. I mean, it was going to be hard to keep Jeff behind you. That's always going to be hard, but I just cannot get by that 48, and he could, so it's just lack of talent on my part, I guess. But I'm definitely happy with second, and a lot of good cars got wrecked tonight, and probably wasn't a second place car. Hate that my brother got caught up in the wreck. But overall, good night for the 33.
Yeah, not bad at all, man. You got a good finish. Obviously, you come into the round of 8 with a second place finish, so it's not over yet, but at least you got a good starting spot for next week. You know what I mean? You can afford to, not really sweat it out too much, although we know anything can happen, man. But I'll tell you what, definitely an interesting race, man. We saw guys able to, like you said, you were on the 48 for quite a while, man, but just it seemed like it was really impossible to make passes there. And I think we saw you going around and taking the outside finally to get on by.
Yeah, well, he was, running the high line, and he didn't do anything wrong. He was doing what he needed to do. Honestly, I was just struggling on the low line. I couldn't run it like Jeff could. But it is what it is. We'll take second and go on next week, buddy.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, anyway, man, congratulations. You get out of here with a second place finish in the round of 8. I know we got one more. And then round of 4. So hopefully we'll see you make it, dude. Off to a pretty good start. Maybe you can take this momentum, keep it moving forward, man. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, definitely. I always got to say, what's up, Mom? She's always watching.
Oh, yeah.
But want to give a shout out to my brother's wife, Joanna. She really saved my butt. I was having computer issues and really didn't know if I was going to be able to make tonight's race. And she came in and helped me out. So thank you, Joanna.
Nice. You better pay her good, man.
Yeah, she definitely saved the day. And I also want to give a shout out to my buddy Brandon, who sometimes watches and complains that I never give him a shout out. So what's up, B?
There you go.
Best way to get a shout out is just to complain. Why don't you talk about me?
I know, right?
All right, dude. Well, anyhow, man, it ain't the win, but second place and looking pretty good. Moving to the next race in the round of 8. Hopefully, we see you make it to the round of 4. And congratulations, bud.
Thank you, Paul. Thank y'all for the broadcast. We'll see y'all next week.
All righty. All right. We are going to get a word in with Michael Atkins Jr. in a second, if I can spell his name right.
I got him.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Michael Atkins Jr., do you got a copy?
I got you.
All right, man. Talk to us, buddy. You had a really strong run going on early on. I mean, you took off, dude. You were like in a whole other zip code by yourself. Did the car just start to fall apart a little bit towards the end, or was that something you were doing, trying to save tires, or what?
No, not really. I'd just say more of me getting tired. I spent all morning up about 5 a.m. driving back home from South Carolina. My mother had major surgery, so yeah, I was already drained a little bit toward the end and just lost my rhythm when the caution started coming out. Long as I was green flag pit stops, I was good, and then the cautions come out, and I was like, wow, I lost my funk here. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, hopefully your mom's all right, bro. We had no idea. Hopefully everything's good with her, bro. Yeah, that's tough, man. Especially being up and driving and getting back in and trying to do this. I know I'm tired just sitting here, but hopefully everything's good for you on that end.
Yeah. She came out of the day of the surgery yesterday afternoon. She came out well, so she's up in her room just recovering for the next 4 to 7 days. So go ahead and get my shout out to her done real quick. I'm supposed to see her in a couple weeks down there. So
Well, you better get her a tablet or an iPad or something, man. Hook her up with YouTube or Facebook and have her tune in and watch some of these races, dude.
I wish I could. My dad's too dirt cheap.
It's probably a good thing he ain't watching. He'd be coming down after you, man. But not bad, man. You got some laps led. I think you got. Boy, I forget, man. Let me take a quick look. Look at how many laps you got led here. Give me 1 second to take a look. I had it. 62 laps led, dude. So you definitely had a strong car here tonight, man. Looking pretty good. As we get forward here, obviously you're not in the chase, but definitely a strong driver out here tonight.
Yeah, Hollingsworth went up into the default channel on TeamSpeak talking about how good I was on old tires. I said to myself, well, maybe next time I'll just hit the wall and make sure I win and you lose and just see what I could do. It was fun. We started out strong and we went on that green flag pit stop and he pitted before me and got out 2.8 seconds. I was like, I ain't letting this happen again. So I went in just a little bit too much earlier. I figured if I went in earlier than what they did, lap or two, they would follow me in and I'd get more of an advantage getting out in front of them, but they set out longer. So I knew they'd get by me. It was a matter of time, but yeah, I went off of a 4 and smacked the wall on that final run, and yeah, it just killed too much speed on the straightaways.
Yeah, but even with that, we heard Mark Jenkins say, man, he had a tough time getting by you. And, I mean, you could see it, guys would get up against somebody, and it was really hard to make passes. It seemed like, I think really only Robert Dudley was the only driver we saw really going down to the bottom and, pretty consistent with it. It seemed like everybody else was kind of migrating middle to the top and, making moves out there. But I'll tell you what, not a bad run, man. 300 miles here. We only had 3 cautions, dude. You got out of here leading a ton of laps, started on the pole, and third place finish. So not bad, man, for being tired and not really, into the rhythm of it, man, towards the end. But congratulations, dude. And before we let you go, anybody you want to shout out to?
So my mother, but my kids and wife are putting up with me on this. She's actually working right now, so hey. But wow, league 300 miles. Next time they need to make it 600. Give us a race.
I'm telling you, bro, 300 is a lot too, man. But you guys put on a really good show here tonight, man. So congratulations, dude, on third. Congratulations on the pole, and we'll look for you at the next race.
Thank you. See you on Monday night.
All right. All right, that was Michael Atkins Jr. who started on the pole and finishes third here tonight. And hopefully things stay good with his mom. You heard him, you know, he said she's doing all right. So hopefully everything stays good, and we'll see him again next week. Not a bad race, Wingy. 300 miles, man. I'll tell you what, it's hot in this booth, and man, I'll tell you what, it's taking a toll on me, brother.
Oh yeah, definitely getting late in the day for me too.
Yeah. All right, so let's run over the results real quick. First, let's take a look at the summary. Oh, we had 9 lead changes, man. For a while there, we were stuck at like 2 lead changes. I didn't think we were really going to see a whole lot more, but we had 9 lead changes, 3 cautions, 200 miles, 200 laps, 300 miles. This was the first round of 8. The guys with the CCs next to their name are the drivers that are still in the chase. Let me pull up the results real quick so you can see where a lot of these guys have finished tonight. Obviously, Jeff Hollingsworth coming in pretty strong and taking the win with the CC next to his name. So he's looking pretty good for moving on. Mark Jenkins also looking pretty strong. He'll take second. Michael Atkins Jr., who we just talked to, is third, non-chase driver. Then you got Ryan Hollyfield, man, with a really good finish here, too, finishing fourth. David Bigger, fifth. Charlie Woods, sixth. Robert Dudley, seventh. Mike Whitaker, eighth. A lot of guys with the CC all kind of mired together. Ninth has got Bob Lacavara. 10th is Rob Jenkins. 11th is Hoot Baker. Kevin Paskowitz, 12th. And Stephen Parks finishes 13th.
Yeah, it was a nice little fight between most of these guys today.
Yeah. All right, Wingy. I say we pack it up. We get out of here. Call it a night. And we'll be back here Sunday night with DRL. And we'll be back Monday night with Paskies in the Slam Cake Vapes Truck Series for playoff race number 3 with that series going on. So tune in, mark it down, and we'll see you then. Thanks, Wing, for being with me, brother.
It's fun as always.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.